going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Hicksydust, as always, here with another Madden franchise video. Now, we are 8-2 coming into this Week 12 game. We will be playing the 6-4 Bengals at Paul Brown Stadium. But before we get to that, you guys know, if you've watched the videos, I usually use that first loading screen to try to squeeze in some NFL news. Well, it's the off season, it's free agency, so there's a lot of it. So I'm just going to quickly rifle off some of the big contracts or some of the contracts that stand out to me. First, I want to start off. Drew Brees is officially calling it a career. He has decided to retire, and with the records he has most of all the quarterback records, and the ones he doesn't have, he's in like second place for them. He's definitely going to retire, and not retire, but he's definitely going to get into the Hall of Fame. There's no way he's not getting into Canton. The only thing I could say about that issue is that Tom Brady's still playing. So even his records might switch hands over the next 2 seasons that Brady's still playing, but overall, Drew Brees has had a storied career, a legacy career. He's definitely getting into the Hall of Fame. Nothing can be said about him in that regard. We have Joe Thuney, offensive guard, formerly of the New England Patriots. He signs a 5-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs, worth $80 million over 5 years, 32.5 of it guaranteed. Trent Williams becomes the NFL's highest-paid offensive lineman ever, with a 6-year, $138 million contract, re-signing with the San Francisco 49ers. This deal comes with $55.1 million guaranteed money and $30.1 million signing bonus. Now, if you want to talk about record-breaking contracts, we have Dak Prescott signed a 4-year contract with the Cowboys worth $160 million with $126 million guaranteed, $66 million signing bonus. Boy, did I pick the wrong profession. Dak Prescott, I believe this makes him the second highest paid quarterback. I believe this puts him right behind Patrick Mahomes' 10-year contract, if I'm not mistaken. Just in terms of this coming season. That could change for upcoming seasons, but for the 2021 season, I believe that makes Dak Prescott the second highest paid quarterback in the league. Kevin Zeitler, who was one of the Giants' offensive linemen, was released and got scooped up almost instantly by the Ravens with a 3-year, $22 million deal with $16 million in guaranteed money. Kevin Zeitler was one of the best offensive options for the Giants, but unfortunately I believe it was a cap casualty, and I just believe they couldn't sign him to a deal that worked for him. So I wish Kevin Zeitler very much success on the Ravens. The Giants also signed John Ross to a $2.5 million 1-year contract. It's a low-risk move for the Giants, who see talent in John Ross, and a team that definitely needs to upgrade at the wide receiver position. John Ross has an injury-prone history, which does waive some concern, but for the price they got him at, it's actually just a steal. The Washington football team signed Ryan Fitzpatrick to a 1-year, $10 million deal, which appears to be a bridge role at quarterback. And the Bears also similarly signed Andy Dalton to a 1-year, $10 million contract. Interestingly enough, the Bears were in the chase for Russell Wilson ever since he dropped the list of teams that he would drop his clause for. Russell Wilson has a no-trade clause in his contract, so if they wanted to trade him, they would need his approval. Russell Wilson gave a list of teams that he would go to. Chicago was one of those teams. But in the end, Chicago ended up signing Andy Dalton, which proves to me that the price for Russell Wilson was just too steep for the Chicago Bears. Linebacker Yannick Ngakoue reached a 2-year deal with the Raiders worth $26 million, continuing his travel around the NFL and landing on his 4th NFL team. New England Patriots are signing members of the Eagles team that upset them during Super Bowl 52 in Nelson Agholor. They agreed to a 2-year, $26 million deal. New England also signed free agent tight end Hunter Henry, formerly of the Chargers, to a 3-year deal worth $37.5 million. The Patriots are normally one of those teams that are very fiscally responsible. They make a lot of safe contracts for the team. And in a season where a lot of teams are trying to create cap space, the Patriots have plenty of it, and they're able to scoop up some players. The Jets are in a similar boat. The Jets made a splash grabbing 2 players, Tennessee wide receiver Corey Davis to a 3-year, $37.5 million deal, and former Bengals defensive end Carl Lawson to a 3-year, $45 million deal. Jets' new head coach Rob Saleh, I'm encouraged to see that the Jets are turning things around because normally they aren't able to get a lot of free agents to want to come and play for the Jets. Rob Saleh is doing a culture shift in there, and it seems like people are actually excited to play on the Jets. Cleveland Browns managed to nail down a contract with the LA Rams standout safety John Johnson III to a 3-year, $33.75 million deal. Johnson is seen as one of the smartest and most instinctive safeties in the game to bring some much-needed help to a defensive backfield that struggled last season. Guys, this next segment hurts. Being a Giants fan, Dalvin Tomlinson was not able to get a deal done with the Giants. He signs with the Vikings for a 2-year, $22 million deal. The Giants had one of 2 options. They were either going to have to sign Dalvin Tomlinson or Leonard Williams. It was very, very unlikely that they were going to be able to re-sign both. So they franchise tagged Leonard Williams in hopes that a long-term deal could be struck. And yeah, the franchise tag led to a 3-year deal encompassing $63 million with $45 million in guaranteed money. So the Giants are able to nail down one of their star defensive players, but the other one unfortunately went to the Vikings. And that's all I have for today, guys. In previous videos, I've covered the J.J. Watt signing, the trade between Detroit and Los Angeles, the Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff swap. The only other thing I could hint at would be if Russell Wilson is still on the market, Sam Darnold is still on the market. We've heard the Jets say that they're taking calls on him. Nobody seems to have taken a swing at that, though, which maybe believes that he is a high price tag as well. And Deshaun Watson still looking for a new team, but every other team in the league signing quarterbacks. The only ones I can see still taking him would probably be Miami, Carolina, or San Francisco if they're really desperate to move up from Garoppolo.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape in their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, a lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Valentine on the return.
They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
I deserve that.
All right, let's get this game underway.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down.
That makes up the 11 yards.
The 40. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
All right, all
15
right.
more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Barkley, toss play left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
first down.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete to Darius.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Saquon Barkley on the
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5.
Here's Rosen. Yeah, he's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On the run, it's Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Elijah Penny, the ball carrier.
Elijah Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
There you go.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense set to go and leading them out. The #1 overall pick back in April out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
All right, good run for them.
Get it all the way up about
Let's see if we can try to contain this team.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out.
They just watched me march the ball downfield, so they're going to try and do the same thing.
Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, that ends the first quarter.
Nothing on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Bengals nothing.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess
Right
there,
into the
nice play defensively.
Yeah, that put him backwards.
Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that.
Ooh,
They weren't
just a
about
little short. Let's see if they go for the field goal. Nope, they're just going to punt it.
Came right for it and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Dustin Colquitt.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jabrill Peppers is deep for the Giants. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a
Oof. I was looking at the receivers. I wasn't looking at the pressure.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It's all right. Still got the lead.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And that makes up for easy third.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Ingram.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yeah, I don't think that got out. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
Falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Boom.
Got a man, Slayton.
Okay.
Get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal, New York.
That one goes for 30 yards. Again, it's Rosen.
Ooh, right into his hands. That was me trying to force the ball.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Trying to make those touchdowns interception ratio a little better, and I ended up going the complete opposite.
I'm not going to. We still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Hey, Los Angeles got a win. See on the bottom screen there, Los Angeles has been having their way against, other teams have been having their way against them all season.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. This will be incomplete.
That was an interesting play.
That's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow.
Oh, no. All right.
On the corner route, it's complete.
I tried to get in a position to try to, and it's just not a good idea.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Jeez, Dallas really let Washington have it, almost 50-24.
They're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Josh Rosen and company.
All right, let's get this back.
For their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone.
No, are you serious?
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So a touchdown apiece. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half.
Nice.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gotta try and get this ball back.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
He kind of looked lost in that play.
There.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A 3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the close
4th and inches.
And that means 4th down.
Okay, so they're just going to kick a field goal.
Leaves him just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Is no good. The score remains tied.
Wow. All right, so this game's still tied.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25.
I was very nervous about that throw, but I'm glad we got it.
Just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Okay, we're right here.
17 more yards.
Do I want to try to throw it in, or do I want to run it in? See what happens.
Utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than...
And that is caught.
There we go.
He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Just got to try and hold this lead. See if we can stop him. Get that ball back.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Perfect.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Puts us in the last quarter.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're going to put that strip ball in, you know, we don't want to force any unnecessary penalties at this stage in the game. Oh! First sack of the game. Jabrill Peppers.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
I guess, yep, CJ Uzama just manages to find a hole. Had the whole field blanketed, but man, someone missed something.
As they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down and mix it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Bengals are marching strong.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be out of bounds.
They get a little bit closer with that play.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And Burrow going to throw again. And Green with a catch left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
Oh, you mean A.J. Green is hurt? What a shock. You never want to see someone get hurt, but A.J. Green is one of those guys that's just pretty injury prone, you should say.
At the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the
2nd and 4.
Before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing again, it's Burrow. End zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he stepped out.
He's trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And
okay.
It's 3rd and 4.
Auden Tate. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking
again,
zone, but it's incomplete.
Again, the guy. Oh, okay, so they're gonna go for it.
Did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone.
It's not that he missed him. The guy just stepped out.
He's not hit, and somehow incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with them.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Now Saquon Barkley. And now nothing but green.
This is most likely going to be coming back, but I'm going to run it down anyway. Probably a hold.
But it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Yeah, look at that. They're focusing on Solder.
Holding offense.
Yeah, you son of a...
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Again, it's Barkley. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Yep, here we go, 3rd and 3.
And now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word
That
big
2-minute
in
warning.
capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
All right, here we go.
So
I was
it's
gonna-
Giants football here as we welcome you back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now it's Rosen. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Can't leave Slayton uncovered. Cannot do that.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Less than a minute left in the game. They would have to score 2 touchdowns in order to catch up. I'd say we're doing pretty well, guys.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete to C.J. Uzomah.
A final shot now for Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Bengals.
I don't know why the Bengals have just a tendency of getting guys with funny names to me. C.J. Uzomah, T.J. Hujmanzada.
So
just a little jab there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, guys, we come away with another win this week, 21-7. It was a close game there for the most part. We really only pulled away in that last fourth quarter. But if you hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you liked what you saw here today, if you liked the news at the beginning of the segment, feel free to leave your comments. Let me know what you guys would like to see me play. I have some new games planned to start rolling into the series. I'm looking into overhauling the YouTube channel. All positive changes in my mind. But I want to thank you guys for watching the videos. Hit that like and subscribe button. And, of course, tune in for the next video. I will see you guys then. Thank you very much.